Well, hello, welcome to Double Talk. I am Mark Steffen.
I am Michael Mandel. We're both wearing green, yet somehow we look pretty darn different.
We do. That's green. That's green, but they're different, and this is green too.
That's because I have darker hair and glasses, and that's, I think, what makes the difference.
I see. Well, the reason we're wearing green is because this is our annual St. Paddy's Day show, which is coming up Monday.
Yes.
The true day, not our show.
But St. Paddy's Day is being celebrated this entire weekend. We're going to do...
Starting Monday.
Well, starting now. Saturday.
Saturday is what I meant to say.
But yes, but St. Patrick's Day is Monday for those of you who like to do things officially. Just in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, I believe you should get started celebrating at least Friday, yesterday, and continue today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, which is the day you go to church, so you should get out of church and drink green beer.
Obviously, we have been celebrating. Well, and we got the footage to prove it here in just a couple of minutes.
Are we going to go straight into that? We should go straight into that.
No, we're going to talk about St. Patty's Day and then roll into it.
No, we should do St. Patty's Day after.
No, St. Patrick. Yeah. St. Patrick was the patron saint of snakes or something.
Of Ireland.
Because he got rid of Saint. No, then they got a bunch of other ones. Saint Asp, Saint Garter Snake. So he was basically an anti-environmentalist.
No, because
he got rid of an entire species from a continent.
And because the snakes left, a bunch of mice grew up and ate all their potatoes. And that's how the potato famine started.
Right.
Just for those of you who like history, we want to add that stuff, which is totally factual. We just made it up. It has to be totally factual.
Well, but you're hearing it on TV, so it's got to be true.
It is.
So I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about Irish whiskey. Michael and I did a detailed study of Irish whiskeys.
This is the one where we did the Paddy cocktail, though.
Yes.
Which is the Irish whiskeys we didn't drink last year. We just add equal amount of sweet vermouth. We loved them, if you remember.
We did.
Yes.
And so we're going to roll that in now. Let's go ahead and look at that, and then we'll talk more about St. Patrick's Day after the special bit that we have. Well, here we are in the tasting chamber. Michael, what are we tasting?
Well, we kind of ran out of all the things that we normally taste, so we are looking at after-dinner drinks that are usually higher in sugar content than most other things. So they're sweet, they're great for this type of season, the Thanksgiving season, and afterwards it's cold. After your meal, you want to warm up with something sweet, sugary, and alcoholic.
Oh.
So we're starting with this 40 y Tres.
43.
Hopefully I pronounced it right. 43. And this has got 31% alcohol. And we'll let you, this you can get all over it.
Michael, this is extremely sweet.
Whoa.
That's the kind of thing you drink once after dinner.
Well, you have an ounce of it. We're taking little bits.
That's true.
Obviously,
we have a lot to get through.
And we can't go throw up in between tastes, so we're going to
never stopped you before.
Well, I don't usually throw up between tastes.
Oh.
Only after. Because I never drink. I just taste. And I would say sugary, a little bit of honey, a little honey-like.
Right, yeah, it's interesting.
It's got a flavor. It's made in Spain. Hence the name 40 y Tres.
Now, where do you buy this?
This you could probably get at Walgreens, and
really?
We've seen it around. So it's a fun Spanish drink. If you're in the market for something a little different, you could pour this on ice cream.
Yes, you could.
This would be great.
On some nice vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah, there almost is a little flavor of vanilla in here. It's a very light thing. So, and it does have the little honey thing, maybe a little cinnamon. This is a German one, Baron. And one of those words means honey or bee or something. It's like Jagermeister. I don't even know what Jagermeister means. But this is Baden Jager.
Baden Jager.
And let's see what kind of alcohol this has. This has 35%, so it's almost up there with hard alcohol. It's called a honey liqueur.
Yes, it smells like it too.
And so it's going to be honeyer than, you got to click. That means you can still see where the person you're sitting next to is sitting.
Once we start missing on that?
Yes, or just go like that. We don't know. Hey, there you are.
This would be good on ice cream too, Michael.
Oh, this, you know, oh, you can taste the honey far more prevalent than in 43. You gotta like honey. But also, you can taste a higher alcohol content. It's more, it's got that little burn, just a slight more burn than the 43.
You could pour this on a piece of bread that's got peanut butter smeared on it. Yeah. Just pour this right over it.
I mean, if you really like the taste of honey, I don't know if that's what people are going for when they're drinking cordials, but
this would be the one to get.
You know, most of these things, you just sit back and watch the snow fall, or, you know, if you live here, cocaine.
Here? Really?
In this town? Oh, maybe it's crack, I don't know, one or the other, but probably not snow. We might be seeing snow. Yeah, this is... They taste a lot alike, except a little bit more. You really know you're drinking honey here.
Yes. That's why there's a picture of a bear on it with a beehive on the label. Now, where can you buy this?
Oh.
I've never seen this in stores.
I don't know. It's not mine. One of the person whose place we're shooting this at brought it in. Most things you can get at Specs.
Specs in El Paso.
Yes.
On the west side near Sunland Park Mall.
And, of course, as we said before, Kelly's is coming to town. Probably be here
next year.
Everything's going to be next year. We're going to go in a different direction here.
Oh, these are cute.
Aren't they? What are they? Well, one good thing about drinking cordials, it's at the end, you know, the word cordial means being cordial. This is a cute little glass. We're saving these for last because these are most apt to, I don't know what, break, catch in our sleeves, something. I heard a few more clugs in there than we should be doing. This looks like, too bad we can't see it because it's in these glasses.
But
it looks creamy. Like a chocolate milkshake.
Yes, it's called Tres Leches Triple Cream Liqueur.
And of all of them, I think this has the least amount of alcohol. It's got 17% alcohol.
It's very tasty, Michael.
It's like Belly's Irish Cream, except
yes, and you can easily drink too much of this.
It tastes a little fruity. It's got a little. You know, I almost taste strawberry. Did you taste the strawberry thing, or did I bite my tongue? I could have bitten my tongue. I don't know.
It's got a little soupçon or something.
You could use this as a coffee creamer in the morning, as long as your mom doesn't find out, because you don't want your mom finding out. What do you think?
I like it very much.
You like it?
That would go great with coffee.
Except for inhaling it into the back of your throat.
You don't want to do that. We can help it.
Tres Leches, not bad at all.
Again, wonderful on ice cream.
Oh, speaking of ice cream.
Oh yes.
Those of you who are familiar with the world of chocolate, this is Godiva, and the Godiva is also, this is 17%. The same people that make the chocolate, obviously they don't sit there and distill chocolate, but they gave their name to some company that will be using it to, this is so much darker than the two first ones we had.
Indeed.
Just have a little, because, so Godiva, chocolate liqueur. I think if you want to give your personality the cachet of great wealth, Godiva is the name. This you can get, in Specs. This is probably in Walgreens too.
I bet you can get it in Walgreens. I'm sure I've seen it there.
But I think there's a premium price on it because it says Godiva. Let's see if it's worth that premium price. Man, you could smell. It's 17%, but it smells alcoholic, doesn't it? It smells.
You get more flavor after you let it set for a minute on your tongue.
Wow. It has it's sort of cherry. A little cherry thing that spreads. It's almost like
yes, and then the
eating
chocolate
a
comes
candy
after
bar
that.
with different layers of what is it? The truffle thing and
yeah, it's got like
soft,
a fruity beginning and a chocolate finish.
And it's subtle and it's. I would say it warrants the Godiva name because it's a sophisticated booze. And, you pay lots of money for the sophisticated stuff, and it looks great. You could probably mix all sorts of weird things with this, like vodka, rum. No, I don't do rum.
Oh, I don't know about that. Try it with rum, I would.
it tastes so much more alcoholic than 11%. So I can't say. We're going to go now to an incredibly high, probably the highest alcohol content of any of the after dinner drinks we're going to. It's Gleva, which is sort of like Drambuie.
What language is Gleva?
Gleva is probably Erse, which is Scottish. Isn't it Scottish?
Gleva? I don't know.
Oh, let me apologize for telling you Philippines were in the wrong place from last week. I'll apologize now because nobody's going to watch it. Are these clean? So this is made with a base of Scotch whiskey, and it's distilled so that it has more of a sugar content. So if you are fond of Scotch, I would say that you should try this. I don't know if you ever had, if you ever mixed Scotch and Drambuie, mix Scotch and this, and you get a rusty nail. You had a rusty nail?
No, I've never had a rusty nail.
We don't do rusty nails anymore.
Stepped on one once.
Somebody I know got drunk on one, or more, or more than one.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Check the glasses out. This is cool glasses.
Now that is booze. That's closer to a liqueur than maybe some of these others.
Oh, yeah. The others are sweet, sugary.
This is more...
What does this taste like?
Stout, shall I say.
A stouter flavor?
It's more assertive.
Because it's got more booze. So it's more like Scotch with a little dab of sweet whipped cream on it, perhaps.
Why am I getting a little licorice, maybe? Now, I don't like licorice, but I don't mind this at all.
What'd you have for lunch?
It's very subtle.
You taste the back flavor in the back of your throat of Scotch. But the forefront does have just a bunch of different flavors.
Yes, quite complex, actually.
I guess the licorice, but also, you get that sweet, not quite honey-like, and a little bit of sugary. Whoa.
It's quite good, Michael.
Aren't you Gleva? We had it.
Yes. Well, as a Scotch drinker...
Oh, who would do that? Oh, yeah. We both are Scotch drinkers.
You saw, a Scotch aficionado might say, oh, why ruin perfectly good Scotch by doing that to it?
But if you've been drinking Scotch all night, you want something sweet to end your night off.
Might be a way to do it.
Yes. We're going to go into another world, same world, the sweetness, the thickness. We're going to do the nutty flavors. The Frangelico. Don't you love this? Hopefully, it's in the picture. It looks like a monk. It's got the little thing there.
Rope.
In fact, I don't even like it. This is a hazelnut flavor liqueur, and it's got 24% alcohol. So it's up there between the first ones we had and halfway between the Gleva. If you like hazelnut, even if you don't like hazelnut, hazelnut's interesting because Ferrero Rocher pushes their hazelnut candy this time of the season.
Yes.
And nobody goes out of their way looking for a hazelnut. So you don't go to a ball game and there's a guy with bags going, "Get your hazelnuts, get your hazelnuts."
Also known as filberts, aren't they?
And they're not going to say "get your filberts" because that sounds just like a comic strip.
But I like the smell.
Oh man,
it
the
smells
smell
very
is.
nice.
It smells.
I know that you're
rich.
You're crazy with nuts, though. You gotta
I'm
be
nuts.
careful.
We're nuts.
No, but
I'm allowed to do.
You're allowed.
filberts,
Okay,
but not not hazelnuts.
Again, good on ice cream, I think.
And it tastes like a hazelnut.
It really does.
It tastes more what?
I've never tried this before. I've seen it for years, and I never.
Yeah, it tastes like a hazelnut with a little sweetness. It's not overbearing in sweetness. You don't taste too much sugar. You'd say that the Frangelico people, the monks up in Frangelica, did it for health. Most booze is for health. All this stuff is healthy.
For medicinal purposes.
Except
only. That's the Frangelicans would say.
Yes. Okay, we're sort of going to finish up, unless we tack, an amended thing on.
We might.
This is a fake amaretto. You know, people are afraid, well, after dinner drinks are expensive. The amaretto that you usually see costs probably about $10 more than this. This is Amaretto d'Amore, and the other one's, what's that called? Amaretto. It's just called Amaretto.
What about this makes it different?
This one is made with more of apparently an almond flavor, not the little Frangelico thing. What makes this different? I don't know.
From the other one.
It's made cheaper. We'll see. Have you ever had Amaretto? Regular? The other one's called Amaretto de Serono. This is Amaretto d'Amore, which means love, which means they're trying to, you know.
Smells.
If you buy it for your girlfriend,
similar.
I'm not saying he's my girlfriend. If you buy it for your girlfriend and it says Amaretto or Amore, it sounds like love. That's what it tastes like. Does it taste like love?
Like Amore.
Many of you are familiar with Amaretto, I think.
Again, wonderful on ice cream.
You got to say that almonds are much more subtle than hazelnuts. This is very good.
Plus, you know, it could be healthy for you because almonds contain natural laetrile.
That's true.
Which, as we know, cures cancer, right?
So this is a cancer cure. Well, let's knock this bottle out. You know, we go into these things a little dubiously because we're thinking, gosh, we're not going to be able to drink so many sweet liqueurs or alcohols in a row.
Then we realize, of course we can.
Hey, this is really good. Same thing happened to us. Didn't we do rum? Did we do rum?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we did rum.
Who can remember?
We can't remember. The only one we've ever done twice is Irish whiskey. And if we make it up till
St. Patrick's
Day this year, we have to do it the third time. But we always have a little switch to it. Last time we did a Paddy cocktail, which meant we added sweet vermouth to Irish whiskey. Those were great. We didn't know they'd be so good. We didn't know these would be so good either. Anyway, here's to your health. We'll see you back in the studio. You think?
Well, yes. We're going right next door.
Well, they already have those t-shirts, so they can wear those. We're back. And we hope you enjoyed that.
Irish after dinner drinks.
Yes, that's what that was. And you see, Mark's wearing the same shirt. I went and changed. After dinner drinks are good. The after dinner drinks for St. Paddy's Day should be the Paddy cocktail, which is equal parts sweet vermouth and Irish whiskey. The Irish whiskey that we decided was the best one with that would be Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore Dew is wonderful in that drink. Now, what I don't recommend drinking is green beer, folks, please.
Now, what do you have against green beer? I mean, it's just green beer.
Every bar in town is serving green beer on St. Paddy's Day.
So what's wrong with green beer?
Well, first off, they don't even tell you what kind of beer it is.
It's green.
One. You don't even know what kind it is.
You probably don't care.
They put green food coloring in it. Listen, I'm part Irish, Michael. Okay, I have Irish ancestry. I don't know one self-respecting Irishman who would ever drink a pint of green beer.
All the beer in Ireland is green.
No, it's not.
It starts out green, and then they take the color out of it. They put in brown capsules.
Well, I mean, the barley is green until it ripens. But
well, you're not going to sit there waiting for your drink to ripen.
I intend to avoid any bar that serves green beer for St. Paddy's Day.
To avoid it or avoid
Avoid it.
Oh, I thought you were going to avoid
If I drank it, I would have to avoid it later.
You know, you think food coloring is so bad, right? For some reason?
If God wanted beer to be green, it would be green.
It's made out of natural things, such as chemicals.
Natural chemicals, yeah. Green dye number 12 or whatever.
Well,
so avoid the green dye, avoid the bars that have the green beer. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Go to an authentic Irish bar.
And if you want to, I don't know, one of the reasons that we didn't do a special beer tasting is because it doesn't really matter when you're drinking beer. You can't say, oh, this beer is great. I would say go get a good IPA. I've had some great beers.
Go to High Desert Brewery. You can sample the beers.
Those are good.
These are all good beers. I prefer this one over that one. That's pretty good, but I like this one. Sure, you can judge your beers.
But
like
when you talk about bottled beers, there are so many bottled beers now. If you go look, the wall at Specs is loaded with incredible beers, and most of them are pretty darn good.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you what.
The ones that aren't good are pretty much you'll find in your local grocers.
Speaking of Irish, you know, there's a new liquor store called Kelly's.
Is that Irish?
Kelly Liquors.
Kelly Green.
My shirt is Kelly Green.
Where you got that from there?
And there, when you go to buy beer, the entire wall of beer is in the cooler. All their beer is refrigerated. It's the only place in town where you can get that.
I guess that's why so many people end up going there.
Walmart has all their beer, but the selection's not that great. Kelly's has a great selection of all kinds of beers, and it's all chilled. Unlike Walgreens.
Well, because Walgreens is selling mass market, and people
just
come in there and
top 10 brands.
Take the top 3 brands. What would that be? Coors, Budweiser, Miller.
Oh no, the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Which was that?
Schlitz.
I don't think we have Schlitz.
No, but there's several cheap brands on ice there at Walgreens. I forget the name of them.
Anyway, beer's good.
And Ireland is where
don't drink too much so that you can't drive. And remember, this weekend, I think there's the free cab rides. Even if it's not free, it's worth your life to pay like $5, $10.
Sure, but a lot of these places will give you a free cab ride home. Especially on the weekend, it's $5 anyway. If you just want to get a ride home, that's all it costs you, $5.
And remember, hold your head out the window for the inevitable.
Yes, because the cab driver should not have to clean up your puke.
That's right.
Green puke. Now, also,
do you want to talk?
There's another drink
that
we want to have. Is it time to go to commercial? There's another drink that a lot of people like to have. It's called an Irish car bomb. Now, most of the bars in town are serving them for St. Paddy's Day.
That's true.
What is this? What is it, an Irish car bomb, Michael?
Irish car bomb seems to be Bailey's, Irish whiskey, and probably, to say Guinness? I think
Guinness beer.
Yeah, 3/4 of pint of Guinness, Irish whiskey, and what else?
So they drop that into Bailey's.
Yeah, and then you throw your Irish whiskey.
And what's your favorite Irish beer?
I think I like. Do I like Paddingtons? I think I like Paddingtons.
Yeah. I'm partial to Harp.
I like Harp.
Made by Guinness.
Harp is good. It's a light beer.
It's a light Guinness version. And I like Harp a lot, made by the Guinness folks.
I like that too.
Now, did you know that the Titanic was built in Ireland?
Well, I guess they didn't put too many shamrocks on that boat.
Talk about a sinker.
Yeah,
and just
like that joke.
Just real quickly,
a sinker.
The last survivor of the Titanic just died a few years ago.
I didn't do it, man. I was like nowhere near.
She was a little kid when the thing went down, and she just recently died. And the ironic thing was, she was that far from shore.
She was getting there.
Oh man, she almost made it.
Almost. That's a long way.
Anyway, Ireland is where St. Patrick hails from, and really, I guess we're celebrating Irish
culture. Irish culture.
Right.
You have big parties and big parades in New York and Boston.
We have a map of Ireland, don't we?
Do you have a picture of the map of Ireland? It doesn't really matter since we're not going there, and you can't drink it and or eat it.
Why not? Why can't we go there?
Because we got to stay here and work.
No, this show's going to send us to Ireland, right?
The top of that map is Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yes. And then below that you have the Republic of Ireland.
And Southern Ireland is down there. And look, and that's Middle Ireland, and that's Left Ireland, and that's Right Ireland. In case those of you who are driving around Ireland want to know how to get around, you could use those guidelines.
So Middle Ireland, would it be like Middle Earth?
That's probably where Middle Earth started.
5 seconds?
By the fact that it's St. Paddy's Day, all the places in town that are known for drinking are having great parties and cheap green beer. Have green beer. Who cares? If you're a 22-year-old kid, had your first year of drinking.
Ask what kind of beer it is, though. Don't just take green beer.
Some people don't care. I mean, obviously.
Now, speaking of green, there's a new candidate running for Congress. She's never run for office before. Her name is Roxanne Lotta. She's from Carlsbad, and she is now the Democratic delegate who will be running against Steve Pearce in the November election.
She actually, I am for, her, by the way. I was for her even when your candidate was here, even though you think she's supporting fracking, and I've never seen evidence of that.
Yeah, she's Steve Pearce light, basically.
This is a Steve Pearce light country. If we can get this person in, I think it'd be pretty good. She's vocal. She's perky. She's got a good argumentative sense, and to argue against Steve Pearce, you can't just sit back on facts. You have to be able to argue facts, and you have to be able to stand behind.
And I'm waiting for her to do that. She has yet to do that.
Well, now that you're not opposing her anymore. without your opposition. She could go take full throttle and just take off.
Well, I hope she would finally attack the issues, because she has yet to do that. And I've heard her speak at least a dozen times.
Well, at least she's not doing what Pierce does, which is attacking his constituents.
That's true.
So there you go.
True.
Not that we're talking politically here.
No.
We're just saying what we know.
Okay. Now, Mesilla.
I know Mesilla.
Just
I've
had
been
their
there
elections.
once.
And they have no top cop. They have no Mesilla marshal. I don't know who's running the police
Oddly
force
enough,
over there.
the top cop there had been volunteering his time, Tom Austin, right?
Yes.
He had been volunteering his time. Apparently they were behind him. For some reason, he comes out with this...
against Nora Barraza.
Yes.
Right.
And she dumped him.
Well, Mesilla has the habit of hiring criminals to be their top law enforcement officer.
It's not a habit, it's a tradition.
It's a tradition, yes. It's
So
a proud tradition.
we'll see.
They've done it several times.
So if you had more felonies, you could get a job.
That's true, I could.
You'll have to work on that. What else has happened? Oh, we do have a new president for the Doñana Community College.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Can you read her name from that far?
Her name is Renee Scott, PhD.
And she's been vice something of a junior college, and she mentioned that she has been through situations like we had with
nursing accreditation.
Nursing accreditation. So hopefully she'll help us out of that problem.
She'll be making $175,000 a year plus benefits.
Yes.
Now, the Community Action Agency, Michael, is something that you seem to be involved in somehow. And
I have been helping people do taxes for free at CAA, Community Action Agency. They're having a fundraiser over this Sunday. If you tell them you're with the Community Action Agency, they will give 10% of your food. It says food, which means you can't go there and get drunk, I guess. So I don't know. So Community Action Agency at Texas Roadhouse this Sunday, which is tomorrow.
From 11 a.m. to all the way to 10 p.m. at night.
So if you get a chance, go there.
And you want to talk about Oscar?
I wanted to do a quick thing.
Oscar Pistorius down there in South Africa.
So
the Blade Runner himself.
He's on trial now, and you want to talk about throwing up in court. But what he did do was, shoot his girlfriend through a door, and the door was locked. Why would a girlfriend lock the door to go to the bathroom? The only reason a girlfriend would lock a door to go to the bathroom is when your maddened boyfriend is after you. And then you know that she's in there, and you shoot 4 times, and she tries to open the window, and we're out of the window, and we'll see you next week, right?
Are we out of time, really?
Are we out of time? I don't know. But anyway, go see. There's something playing at the Black Box. The
Women of Lockerbie opens this weekend. That's true.
And it'll be on for the next 3 weeks.
We'll be talking about it more next week, as we always do.
Yes.
And with that in mind, I guess we are out of time.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and
may the green be with you.
Celebrate hard.
Yes. Adios, as they say in Ireland.